It isn't just the lyrics, it's the beat.
Kia ora and hello. Welcome to Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show, episode 577. I am your host, Phil Gray, and it's another hour of great 60s underground rock music. This week I have a pretty heavy focus on the music of Latin America later in the show in our Global Garage segment. But we started off with a band called the Rakes Progress. They made just one psychedelic garage single called Why Did You Rob Us Tank, the B-side called Sewer Rat Love Chant. That was 1966. Both sides of that 45 reissued on a CD on Sundazed Records called Sewer Rat Love Chants, which adds 10 previously unreleased tracks from a 1966 concert. Most of them very much influenced by The Animals and Them and other British invasion bands. So from the Rakes Progress out of Fresno, their cover of Baby Please Don't Go.
Beautiful voice actually.
Retrospect. Right, sit back, relax, crank up the volume. Let's check out some great 60s garage. Heading to the UK with a band called the Tomcats. Earlier on, they'd been called the Second Thoughts, and I believe this track was from a time that they were the Second Thoughts, from a release called Running at Shadows, the Spanish recordings 1965 to 1966. So British band from Ealing, formed in 1965, but their career was mainly in Spain, considered their answer to the Rolling Stones. They issued 4 EPs on the Philips label, now subsequently re-released. Among their tracks, 4 Rolling Stones covers and a great cover of The Yardbirds For Your Love. So from the Tomcats, aka the Second Thoughts, this is You Gotta Help, brackets, Help Me. And that's 4 tracks out of South America. Starting off with Sergei Orizo, you can see him up on our Insta and Facebook, followed by Los Yaqui. Formed Reynosa, Mexico, 1964, part of the first wave of Spanish language tracks covering rock and roll songs, largely British invasion tracks as well. Our first album, 1965, by the end of the 60s, it was all over for Los Yaqui, but they did, between 65 and 68, release 9 LPs. So a big part of the Mexican rock scene, Los Yaqui with Las Estatuas de Marfil. Also out of Mexico, Los Epson. Another band largely known for Spanish language covers of rock and roll songs. They were formed way back in 57, but they gained national success and successful singles covering the Beatles. And they had 12 LPs between 63 and 69, so significant Mexican band as well, Los Epson with their cover of For Your Love, Por Tu Amor, I dig that. Finally in the set, of course, Peruvian 60s garage punk. Many would argue the first punk band. You can see them on Instagram and Facebook. They are the magnificent Los Psychos, formed 1964 in Lima as Sadicos, then shortening that to Psychos. Their popularity grew enormously with a 1965 appearance on a popular TV show called El Show del Diana. Same year they signed to the Dis Peru label and released a couple of singles that cement their place in the history of punk music. Los Psychos, we had Come On or Ven Aquí. Out of Peru, the brilliant Los Psychos.
Some terrible glimpse of life as it could be.
Retrospect, 60s Garage Punk radio show and podcast. Well, a little aberration among this Latin American set is this next band. Regent is the name of the band or artist. Actually, I believe it's an individual, Regine Beaulieu. Canadian music artist who recorded on Carousel Records, 1968 release. It slipped in here because it is foreign language. It's an A-side of the 6845 called Que Es Tu from Regent. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Retrospect Garage Punk Radio.
Era una noche muy oscura, cuando yo solo caminaba, sentí que el cuerpo me temblaba.
Connect with Retrospect. Retrospect's Garage Punk Radio on Facebook and Retrospect 60s Garage Punk on Instagram. And for back episodes, find Retrospect 60s Garage Punk Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and lots more great podcasting platforms.
Am I supposed to be a big fan? Fine, but